to do with it? Okay. All right, your
He's
mother.
an engineer.
Got it, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys ready to start? He's going to give us a 5 count.
yeah.
All right, let's.
You guys lead it. We'll-
Yep.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right.
I'm coming to you, Harrison, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. I want to know where he gets it. You told me.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. We are now in late January, and you know what? I'm starting to get spring fever already. It's January 20th. The days are already longer. I mean, I was driving down here tonight. I got a nice picture of the moon on my smartphone with enough blue around it to show that, what was a month ago would have been darkness is now blueness. So cool for that. And we got a great show tonight. Another couple of musical guests, my first ones of 2021. But before I get to them, got these awesome underwriters reading off. And then we will commence per usual. So, we got South Shore Trains and More in Pembroke. We got Richie's Auto Care in Hanover. We got the Cornerstone Barber Shop in Pembroke. We got Ear Doctor in Middleborough. We got Matt's Auto Repair in Kingston. We got Pembroke Radiator in Pembroke. We got New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We got Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We got Tom Auto in Middleborough. We got Smoke and Ashes Tobacco Stores in Whitman, Pembroke, South Weymouth, Hanson, and Abington. We got good old Dave's Automotive on Hanson, right here on Route 58. We got Whitman and Abington News Corporate Office. There's the number. We got the Gun Runner LLC in Middleborough, the only gun store that wasn't closed when Governor Baker deemed gun stores closable. And we got Bryant's Auto and Tire Service in Middleborough. And I want to thank you guys very much. And on that note, now I will introduce these two folks here. This is Tom Richmond and his friend Shiloh. Tom's from Maine, the great state of vacation land. He came all the way down here from Bangor, Maine, and I just found them last week. And they're both very awesome people, musically inclined, and we're going to interview them, and we're going to play some of their original stuff tonight, their original classic music. I don't want to say classical.
We'll figure it out what it is. Yeah.
We'll figure it out once
It's blues right
once they
now.
get going. So, Tom and Shiloh, thanks for coming down and being on Topic Time with me tonight.
Of course, I love the intro, everything about it, and I feel like I know all these businesses too, from Carver, and Tom's, and the gun shop.
They're all in the area. They're all within 20 miles of here.
Such a pleasure
Area
to be
58.
here.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, well, I mean, I booked you, Tom, and Shiloh. I love the name. I asked you a minute ago if your parents were Neil Diamond fans. You said it had nothing to do with your name, even though you knew the song.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll find out about the source of your name in short order. But first of all, Tom, I ordinarily like to say ladies first, and we'll talk to you in a minute. But because I booked you first, I want to find out about your situation. You grew up in Bangor, Maine, correct?
Yes, sir. Born and raised in Bangor, Maine.
You don't have the down east dialect. Nope.
No,
Nope.
these hands didn't see a lot of hard work. No.
Well,
Didn't
yeah, I
fish,
guess.
didn't hunt, really.
They look like
More of
you
a city
got
boy.
the calluses on there.
Yeah, they're guitar calluses.
Well, that's
On
how it
this,
works.
this hand only. I can't play with this one.
Okay, got it. All right. Well, so you grew up in Bangor, Maine, and what was your childhood like there? Did you aspire toward music, or what did you aspire toward?
Eventually, yeah. I think I've settled on like around 12 or something. I got my own guitar and just a little beater. I'm the youngest of 4.
Wow.
So my older brothers, one of them played
All
primary
boys?
bass. No, the oldest was a female, so my sister Susie.
Okay.
And shout out to all my
Sister
siblings,
Susie,
Charlie,
brother
Bob,
John.
and
Yeah, right.
Sue and Tommy. I'm the little guy.
Couldn't
and,
resist that one, obviously.
Yeah, so no, I just played music kind of
Okay.
as a songwriting is really more of my hobby, and just kind of because I've never been a great guitarist or anything, and I've only played professionally, like locally and stuff like that.
Okay.
But truly enjoy the songwriting aspect of things, especially.
Okay. Well, one more question. What's you own a candle? You own a candle factory?
Okay, yeah.
That's
So
that you were running. I called you at a candle factory, and I said
So-
this guy's going to come down and show candles. He's not. I had no idea you
welding,
played music.
yeah.
This
Well,
is
actually,
really awesome.
you took it another way because almost everybody says, "Oh, you're a welder." I did some welding back in Nam.
Okay.
I did some welding, and I'm like, I don't do anything like that. So once again, I've had 2 bands. One was maybe a good name, but it went astray. And then this one, the same thing. It's like a blessing and a curse.
Okay.
Because it gets people's attention. I got a really cool logo that a guy in Bangor who's an excellent graphic artist, Lawton Mann, did.
Okay.
So it's this cool logo, and then it says Candlelight Welding Club, of a sticker on a vehicle or something. So people will ask, and of course they think the wrong thing, and I tell them that I'm a musician, and I don't know how far that goes. But so the good thing is it attracts attention. But Candlelight Welding Club is just a name for what was a 4-piece band. And then COVID happened.
Right.
And those guys, they had different things to worry about, I guess. And so hopefully COVID times will be a little bit less soon.
I know.
And,
we are a little bit less. That's why we're here.
So we're a loose organization of like-minded musicians.
Yeah.
So you're nothing to do with candle making,
Not
correct?
at all. No. If anything,
We
another.
burn candles.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Burn,
it really is.
burn them wick at each end. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
nothing like weird or anything. No seances. Just it is nice to play in candlelight or low lights. Thinking like a lounge. Or
Oh, it
something.
is very romantic.
And also, this was part of the name's reasoning was because I wanted to sell songwriting services.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted it to be inviting, like a club or a clubhouse, and so there's some marketing associated with it that way as well.
Okay. In a minute, I'm going to ask you what those are. I'm going to ask you to elaborate. But before I do, I want to talk to Shiloh because she's a guest as well. And she hasn't had a
She's
chance to
much
speak
lovelier.
much.
I'm just wingman, I guess. I
Well,
don't
you're
know.
not, first of all, Shiloh, you're not a man. Second,
No.
I don't think you are.
Wing lady.
Second, wing
She's a
person.
wingnut.
Yeah.
Wing individual.
Yeah.
Winger. Wing-S. How about that?
Sure.
All right. But tell me about yourself. Now, you grew up in Massachusetts.
No, I grew up in Maine. My
Oh, okay. Your parents
yeah.
are from Mass, but you grew up in Maine. You
Yeah.
were
We're all
Bangorite as well? Bangorite from Bangor?
Yeah, I live in Old Town now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that like a little town outside, like a little
It's north
suburb
of
of
Bangor.
Bangor?
Yeah, it's where the Old Town canoes are made.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Bangor is where Stephen King comes from.
Oh, yeah,
Shout out.
Stephen King, yes.
Okay. We'll get him on the show soon enough.
Yes, you should.
I know.
Get the old man in here.
I've had
Or
some,
Joe
I've had some
Hill,
writers
his
on the
son.
show.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about yourself. So you grew up, now what were you like as a child, and how did you inspire to music, and how did it get you there, and what other else? Go
I
ahead.
have always, since I remember, played music. My parents loved listening to music, and I
Okay.
just loved singing, and I was always the one in the choir singing and
Church
trying-
choirs like that?
just like in school and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, so I would always try to do different things with my voice, and yeah. So
That included
then-
ventriloquism, did it?
That would be a great act.
Couldn't resist that one.
She submitted a lot of things
Yeah.
about
Okay.
like lyrical things.
Well,
and
when people
she's a
say they
great
do stuff
songwriter.
with their voice, that's the first thing you
Yeah,
think.
I was always trying to strive to be like an octave range like Mariah Carey or like, things
well,
like that.
You need the wave for the hair, too,
yeah,
for that.
yeah.
That's
So-
easy enough to accomplish. Yeah, Mariah posted something on Facebook today. I'm following her, so she sees my post and she knows
Yeah.
about Topic Time.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about Facebook. I've reached out to plenty of celebrities, and they all know.
Yeah.
I've said Ariana Grande knew about Topic Time before she became a household
Oh my
name.
goodness.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
It'd be great to get her
Yeah.
on here. That would
I
be
sent her a
awesome.
show where I interviewed a guy with Asperger's. I have Asperger's too, so
Yeah.
my whole family thought he and I should become lifelong friends. It doesn't work that way. He's a good guy, but and
It's
it was
like
a
being
great
in the
interview.
army. It's like, oh, you know my brother? He's in the army. He's like, no,
Then you shouldn't be in the army too, or either, right?
Yeah. Oh, you got Asperger's? Oh, you know my buddy Hal?
Exactly.
No,
I know. They
I
think
don't
they
know.
think we're a religion. We're not. We're just people trying to succeed like the rest of them.
Yeah.
Loosely organized association.
All right, so that's cool. So how did you become a tandem, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, to be honest, we were initially a thing, like romantically. We were
Okay.
dating. This
Yeah.
was pre-COVID and summer.
I
anyway.
didn't really know
And
he was a
then-
musician either.
And then we bugged
and
each other a
then-
whole bunch
Okay.
until we
Yeah.
drove each other nuts. But we really had a great friendship and
we
musical
wrote a song the
camaraderie.
first night.
First night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. When about 10
true.
minutes into
I
the
love
show, like we suggested before, Chris is awesome tech guy is going to give us the indication that we're 10 minutes in, and then you can play that song. Is
Awesome.
that okay?
Yeah, that's a
So
great
now
idea.
now we figured out you didn't make a
Whatever.
playlist. You didn't make a playlist, so that's good because now you know the song you're going to
Yes,
play.
we got an assignment. I like
Obviously,
that.
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell me about. So I know since COVID started, it's been kind of tough. But have you been doing anything online with music, virtual or or otherwise?
Trying, like I said, we actually went to. She brought me to a cool thing. They're still doing music in places, but
Right.
Like
Oh,
we
you
went
are. You are good.
Well, I'm
was a
saying
little
there
bit,
is a
yeah.
little bit of music, like live performance, that exists, but pretty much everything is online. So
Yeah.
the stock answer is yes. I've done online things. Tried to do more with the YouTube.
Okay.
especially when I had a band together. We made a great introductory video. And
Yeah.
so, no, the point is, I think it's great, but it is hard to get traction. I don't do karaoke. That was a big thing.
Okay.
It's more like songwriting. So the biggest thing that I did online is wrote a song ultimately called Malaga Island, which I consider to be, I'm not Shakespeare.
Malaga
here.
Island?
I know nobody's heard of me, but it's called Malaga Island, and it's a song that was actually a collaboration online, just saying, hey, somebody give input. And DJ Price from Blind Faith Tattoo, if I got that wrong, he's going to kill me. DJ Price is an artist, tattoo artist in Bangor. He started us off with a line that was our Angels of Mercy or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was really like, whoa, okay, that sounds dark and also like religious and stuff. But it ended up being the beginning of ultimately a song that, completed. So I'm totally into songwriting services, collaborating, and that is where I want to make money.
Is Malaga Island an island
or
in
a
Maine?
living, I should say. It is.
Oh, it is.
It's off of Phippsburg, and that song is, I'm really glad you asked, because it really is, to me, a moving story. So if you look up Malaga Island, you'll find that it was it's a multi-ethnic fishing community.
Okay.
So they're mulatto, black, white mix. And they kind of cordon themselves off to an island, Malaga Island, which is like right there. It's not like far away.
Right.
You're in Phippsburg, and you could almost throw a football to it.
Cool.
So they quarantine themselves there essentially to reduce the amount of hatred that they receive from their fellow fishing community.
Okay.
But then ultimately, that wasn't good enough, and the community kicked. This is not a good part of Maine's history, by the way.
I understand.
So it's considered Maine's Holocaust. They were displaced.
Wow.
Which happened to Native Americans and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So what I did is I ended up taking a little bit of political license, and in the song version of it, which would be a cool song to at least show a little bit of, they just burn the island down, and it's even more dramatic.
Okay.
But the fact is, sometimes history doesn't seem as dramatic, but it's, significant. So.
Okay, well, not, on that note, we're a little more than 10 minutes into the show. So here's what I'm
fast.
thinking. You two can play that romantic song that you wrote together
Holy crap.
first, and then the
Practice
second song
that.
you can play is Malaga Island. Is that okay?
That sounds great.
Okay,
yeah,
so let's.
absolutely.
Why don't you do them back to back, and then
Okay.
all right, go ahead.
All right, so back to back. Why don't I?
You can write a song called Back to Back after
Yeah,
you're
we
done.
should. We're that fast, really.
Good for titles. I like that. Okay.
So the first song that we did together was Lost and Found. So
Yeah.
we do that. So that's R2. So, yeah. Nothing up my sleeves, folks. So technically, this is a very short song,
I
which
don't
is
think
perfect.
I've practiced on this one.
No, yeah. you could sing to it.
I can sing to it.
Let's
and
hear
I
it.
can tap.
Okay.
Tell you what, let's do Malaga Island first. I know
Okay.
this
Do
one.
Malaga
I feel-
Island first.
Nah.
Sounds like you're Malaga Island.
And
out.
she knows how to play that. So,
Okay,
on
good.
mandolin. So, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And give me a second. I'm so sorry. Tune this up. We'll do Malaga first. So once we get started here, this will be recognizable. That one was way off. All right. There we go. So close yet so far away. Angels of mercy, riding on the shores in the rain until the sun shines again. Push back against the weight of this heavy weather. Sometimes I can't breathe through panic that I feel. Oh, for an island where we die, terrified, and trapped alone together. If the stench of us makes you want to look away, so follow that smell, 'cause I need you. Crying in the dark, in dark. Please don't leave us alone here to die forever. Tried to remove us so as to not spoil the land. Strange to see it on a sweet summer day. poorly done rendition, but honestly,
Sounded great to me.
thank you so much. And as for the romantic songs that we used to sing together, like trying to multitask to get that one out. Why don't we do the one that we practiced?
Yeah.
We'll do Candle Power. So this one actually is more of like a motto for the Candlelight Welding Club business.
Perfect.
And it's about living your dreams, so it should be pretty easy to get the theme of it. And I'll try to sing clearly. And sorry, I didn't really practice Malachi. I didn't even think to talk about it. All right, here we go.
Well, we do, or you do write like a lot of different
That's
stuff.
true. That's
so
true. That's true. A lot of
yeah.
different things. Try to do different genres as well. So.
Kind of like to experiment.
So this is
Well,
more
that's the
what
way
I'm
it should
doing
be.
now.
Diversity
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
original
This
stuff. That's
this
what
is
you want.
blues stuff, but I've tried to do pop. Believe it or not, I know I'm pretty white, but I love pop. I love pop. I think it's like the greatest. Someday I'll be a white rapper.
I agree.
All right, this one's called Candle Power, Harrison.
Beautiful.
1, 2, 3, 4. My home, 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 where it isn't like yours. No, it ain't. You won't know, no, no, it's where I'm coming from. You might think that I'm a little tired. You might think that I'm a little drunk. That may be wrong. Just living on the street late and then stay long. Forgotten, not me. Wherever seem to be just now. Breathing on air. Well, baby, got this dream I have, and I'm living on this dream I have. Well, if this little dream I have will die, then I'll die too. My home, 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 but isn't my choice. No, it ain't. Won't know, no, no, just where I'm coming from. I think that I'm a little much. I think that I'm a little tough. I may be born, living on the street they had and left me long forgotten. I'll be where they seem to be just out, raising our hand. Well, baby, got this dream I have, and I'm living on this dream I have. Well, if this little dream I have, when it dies, then I'll die. Should I wait? I can't wait anymore. Well, should I sit down and shut my mouth? Yeah. Well, I don't think that I should. I think I'll just get started. Yeah. Well, if you don't like my band, you can come here. You can come here and kiss my. Yeah, alright. That's pretty much rinse and repeat a little bit, but that one's just
That was
about
awesome.
living on a dream. Thank you so much.
Both
Yeah,
of you.
someday
Both
the dream will
songs were great.
be known.
Okay. Well, tell me now, Tom, about your songwriting services. What's that?
So basically, 2 hours is how long it takes, unless you're very obstinate. No, just kidding. It really doesn't take long to write a song if you do it all the time, right? It's like,
Right.
So I do songwriting all the time.
Okay.
Not the only one. Not saying the greatest, but got a special thing, which is that I listen well. So
Okay.
what I do with people that are interested in writing their own song, but they just don't play an instrument, or they don't sing, or they don't feel like they're a good wordsmith, any one of those things, I can help with that.
Cool.
So we just take their words and kind of gather them together to understand the story they're trying to tell in the first hour or so. And then second hour, after a little break, is dedicated to putting that together with music, genre, chord selection. There's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. But if you do it over and over again, songwriting only has so many components.
Right.
And depending on what style. So I say it's like diamonds. You know, they last forever, a song that is.
Yep.
And they're also better than pictures of your kids because not everybody wants to see pictures of your kids.
Okay.
But no, I'm just kidding. But you can always bust out a song and around a campfire. So anyway, so it's at nominal cost. That's something that I've been marketing as one-on-one song development. And
This is kind of in its infancy, is it?
well, it was in the infancy. Like I started in February, and then 2 months later,
Last
the
February,
infancy
right, the
became
virus.
COVID.
Right.
And I thought that it might actually be a boon. Not to say that nothing good is coming out of the hard times, because I do believe that's true.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting it to be more musically oriented where I was at, because there was a big karaoke thing. Everybody was online.
Okay.
You know, I know the guy that started the one that's near us, that as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned is the first quarantine karaoke.
Yeah.
And anyway, and that was right out of Brewer, which is, you know, Bangor, Brewer, the same areas. But so people were musical, but more into karaoke and drinking, which is fine. But I was hoping I could kind of get a little bit more interest in songwriting. So I've done a lot of songwriting, and
Right.
I can't say I did a jingle with a politician once for $25 downtown.
That's awesome.
He used it. He's like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
And like,
Who, Governor LePage?
no, it wasn't. But it was a Republican. It was a Republican running for something that he did not get. But
can't remember,
but he was really nice.
Yeah.
And now
That's
I
awesome.
feel like a
Political.
jerk because I'm. his
What
name is-
about? Well, listen. This is a pretty big thing for you. This is an original deal you got going.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not. That's the other thing that makes it a little bit challenging, is that people aren't used to seeing marketing.
Challenging, but also
for,
it could be a
songwriting
big niche
services.
for you too.
I hope so. I'm moving down south, not because I don't love where I'm from. I do. I'm from Bangor.
You
born
both
and
moving on
raised.
together?
No,
No.
we're just friends. But we've known each other now.
Oh, okay.
For, seems like for
Year.
ages, but
It does feel like
like,
forever.
probably about a year
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
And, yeah, and
So you're going down to North Carolina
North
to offer the
Carolina.
services down there.
Gonna try, sir.
Oh, okay, that's
Bible
awesome.
Belt. I've been kind of refining myself in the church, and I've been attending a church and committing myself that way. And I'm just
Okay.
hoping God will lead me to the places I need to be able to.
Well, you're here tonight with me, so that
this
must
was
have been
out of-
godly,
out of
I'd say.
nowhere, so
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
Amazing.
Well, you know, this is really cool because it's an original thing you're doing, and I know so many people love music, and people listen to a song that they love and they say, "Boy, I wish I could do that," and you're helping them do that.
Yeah, that's
pretty
exactly
impressive.
what it is. It's
Yeah.
not really about me. All I'm saying is that I can get you there. I've done
Right.
it so many times. It's and you know, in different genres. I can't say that I'm an expert in all genres, but I can get you there, and satisfaction's guaranteed.
And it
it's
makes a
fun.
great gift for somebody.
It's a great gift. It's a great
For a
process.
loved one.
It's
That's
inherently
absolutely
good.
right.
Yeah. If you can't find the words,
And
just ask Tom.
you've done like paint and sip and things like that. Well, how about a songwriting class? At the end of these classes, you have a song that you and your cohorts,
Yeah, that's great.
so-
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, I always try to give advice to my guests that might help them out. I'm thinking, what about maybe you could take it to the next level and do commercials too?
Oh, with a face like this, I could do radio.
Well, I'm not talking about. I don't mean you in the commercials. I mean writing jingles for
Jingles,
for
yeah, of
songs,
course, of
for
course.
for products.
I did one jingle, and it was as random as the very nice opportunity that you brought to my attention.
Okay.
So, God willing, you
Yeah.
know, that would be great. I just love music. I'm like her, only way cooler. Like,
Okay.
no, that's a joke. So she's been in love with music and singing like the way that you and I might sing in the shower, unabashed and joyful, and
Okay.
songwriting, and always has had that love.
Yeah.
And I think we should all be like that in music. It's you know, think about. People used to do music every day. At the end of the day, maybe, or something. They'd listen to the radio.
The only time I
together as
sing
a
in the shower is to
family.
drown out the sound of the
Or-
neighbors arguing.
Oh, you got a bad neighborhood.
No, I live in an okay neighborhood. I'm kidding.
Yeah, of course. But no, music is definitely inherently worthwhile, and
Yeah.
and
It
some
is.
people just have more fun doing it. So
And
come
I
join
can tell
us.
you two definitely have fun doing it.
She's
Oh,
gonna take
yeah.
over Candlelight Welding Club
Oh.
North while I go south and open that branch.
Well, you
up.
guys are still going to be,
Of course.
working together
lifelong
eventually.
friends and songwriters
Yeah.
together, and she's even thinking of coming down to kind of help me get situated there.
Yeah.
And I may
So-
go down too just to visit my old birthplace, Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Yes. Birthplace of
Birthplace,
aviation, fellow
right.
pilot.
And the world's salvation right here.
Yes, let's end.
Hey, let's face
end
it.
the world's
God
problem.
knew what she was doing, right?
Yes,
For all of
sir,
us.
hey.
Okay. Well, guess what? We're down to under 5 minutes to
Yep.
go. We made the half hour go by. You two are amazing talents. And what I want you to do in the remaining time is look into the camera and give shouts out to people. Tell them how you
That's a
doing.
great idea. Do you want to go first or
Bunch
second?
of people that you know. Condense them, and then we'll wrap the show up.
Totally up
Well,
to you.
hey, everybody that knows me, especially my kids, Faith, Griffin, Kevin, and my mom, and my dad, and Mike, and
You have 3 kids?
I do.
Wow.
No,
I know I don't look old enough.
No,
do
I know. You don't.
She's ageless. Ageless
I
one day.
know.
And what
Maybe
about
it's Maybelline.
What about you? What about
I've got
you?
2 boys.
Okay, you want to say hi
Luckily,
to
just
them?
boys, yes.
Why
Why
among
not?
the throng?
Caleb, Kyle, boys.
Among the throng. Right.
Love
Okay.
you. Love you.
Okay.
No.
Well, I want to thank you two for coming in. You were amazing. But I also like to tell people when we finish up that I get a lot of my guests. It's the same story I say every week. 98% of my guests come through Facebook, like you two did.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
2% come from word of mouth. Meaning this: that if you had a good time with me, what I want you to do is to talk to people that you're friends with, that are interesting, that you
I
think.
got tons of interesting guys I can send you away.
Have 'em
Shane
s-
Grant comes to mind.
Right. Well,
Filmmaker.
Yeah, you got my digits.
Cemetery
Have them text me, and we'll set.
Sure.
And if they'll come down they'll come down and we'll do a show with them too.
I had a blast. So thank you, Chris.
Thank you
and
so much.
Okay.
Harrison, this was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, now
So
before we
fun.
make it official.
Yep.
What is 2020? I mean, you're moving. When are you going down to North Carolina?
Well, the earliest I'll be able to leave is the end of February,
Okay.
so beginning of March, and possibly as late into April. So spring 2021, this kid's going to try to be Candlelight Welding Club in
Okay.
a different area. And so I'm hoping personally that 2021 brings meeting, more people to join in our loose association of people that like to do music. And
It's pretty fun. We have a lot of.
Well, you
jam
consider me.
sessions.
I love music, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. But you can always consider me member of
You
your
do
loose
music.
association.
Oh,
I love your
absolutely.
snapping. You never answered me your musical background, but you definitely have something going on. That
Oh, I
like.
do. I have rhythm.
Percussion and
I have soul.
That's,
Yes.
that's
All
all
right.
you need.
Shiloh, well, tell me what are your goals for the new year, and then we'll wrap it up real quick.
Just to really find myself,
Okay.
to become a happier and a more humble person this
Okay.
year. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good.
That was a nicer answer than mine.
All right, well, your answers were both great. There's no wrong
wrong
answers.
answers?
There's no wrong
No
answers.
wrong
feel better now.
answers.
Let's just say you're going to be an axe murderer, and neither of you
Let's
said
not do
that, so
that.
you're okay.
But I can be reached at the email of candlelightweldingclub@gmail.com and the website, which is, it's there. And Facebook, of course. So if
Yeah.
anybody is interested in songwriting, there's satisfaction guaranteed, no commitment. And it's fun and COVID compliant because the actual songwriting process can be completely remote.
And
Well,
if you want to check out our YouTube channel, there's tons of videos of us performing on there.
And
So.
they'll get better, I
What's
promise.
it called? We'll put all that information in the graphics. In the
That sounds great.
They added it into the
Chris
show
will
so
Yeah.
put
people
that
will
in
be able
there.
to
That's
see it.
awesome.
All right, well, you guys, you did an amazing job. You ready to wrap it up the way we began it?
Sure,
Yeah.
All right.
absolutely.
All right, great. Well, folks, thanks for watching. Another great episode of Topic Time is about to wrap up. We'll see you next time. Take care. Have a good one. Yeah.
I love how long your
That's great, yeah.
appendages are. You got some good flippers.
You've got
for
some
this.
rhythm. See, you
Yes.
got that soul.
That's awesome. Seriously, they're instruments in themselves.
Take
Those
note,
are not
Tom. Take
regular
note.
snapping fingers. Yes. I feel like it should speed up at the end.